Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Washington State Cougars taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense takes the field to start this game off. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy.
Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this.
And the defense, Abe got him at the 27. Washington State going quickly. Looking to pass, it's Duggar. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The give to the back.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. They put together an 81-yard drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or what would you say, QB? Anything out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled, tried to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Levitt. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's McNabb. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, or third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run play action. Fires it down the seam. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The play action fake. Under fire. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
snagged in the middle. It's McNabb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Okay, ready? Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a gap. It's McNabb. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Washington State lines up quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense in a bunch formation. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Washington State has it all working right now. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Fakes to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Sanders. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Levin. That's caught. It's McNabb. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
It's complete! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to...
There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Wide open downfield. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got a chance.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Makes the grab. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And This offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the big fella, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Washington State going quickly.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
He'll pull it down and run. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Levin. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Washington State lines up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And this field field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. The official says no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll give it to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Tight end getting vertical. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the bat. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Complete in the middle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all
breaks into the open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quickly complete. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington State going quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Your defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Washington State lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's going to take off. Turning it on. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Washington State going back to work on first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Under fire, right down the middle, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Washington State.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Gets it to him on the screen. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's one thing to execute early in the game.